best.
Mulayam Singh Yadav says he wants to drive English out of India.
No,
he obviously feels that that's going to bring him a lot of votes.
Mulayam Singh Yadav is talking about what Dr. Lohia, his ideological mentor, talked about, which is that Indians have to be given confidence in themselves. It cannot come with a foreign language which we may adopt.
But is English a foreign language?
It is originally a foreign language, and it was imposed upon us not too long ago. Let's not forget, our freedom is only 60 years old.
Let's not have any inferiority complex. Let's not have any inferiority complex.
No, just a minute. Let me finish. Take Japan and France. Both highly progressive, highly industrialized countries. In Japan, you can't move an inch. It's all Japanese. You have to find with difficulty people who speak English. Same with the French. And they are great people who love
I must point out to you that
they love their culture and their economies are fine. China is only today, after years and years of locking themselves in and being very strongly nationalistic and Chinese, now they're sending people out to learn English.
But the Dalit scholars, for example, believe in mass English language education.
That's because the Dalits were oppressed by the upper caste who
of our modern
reflect
times.
English.
I think that's an important point, because it often seems to me that people who in a well-meaning way but often rhetorically gesture at the wickedness of English are in fact people who are steeped in the language, who have generationally had access to English. Whereas there are lots of people who haven't, who see it as, he pointed out, as a straightforward tool of social mobility. They're invested in it not culturally, not because they think it's superior.
No, but Sagarika, tell me, in a small town restaurant in Bihar, I'm Indian and the waiter is Indian. Why should he wear a three-piece suit and a bow tie and struggle to talk to me in English when I'm ordering food?
But
I
that
think
is
it's
Angrezia. No, I completely agree.
That is Angrezia.
That's Angrezia.
No, that is Angrezia.
You have to separate Angrezia from English. English doesn't have to come with Angrezia. You can be snobby in Hindi as well. Let's be very clear about it. You can bane down to people in any language you want if you feel superior.
Patriarchal,
but what you started
I mean, Sanskritism is the basis of casteism.
Let's turn this over to the audience. Anyone has a view on English language? Go ahead.
We should not be ashamed of speaking our language. We should not consider somebody inferior who speaks Hindi, or because Hindi is our mother tongue.
I think this point Sagari made actually is a very, very valid one, which is that there is in fact an equality of languages because the values in languages are perhaps universal. It's the Angreziyat and perhaps the Hindiyat, the snobbery even that exists in Hindi, the snobbery that exists in other languages. That is the problem,
and
not the language in itself. Not the language in itself. I think that's what you were saying. Let's take a short break at this point and come back and talk about the other big issue in urban India, the position of women in our society. How is the bold, aggressive woman seen by men? That's after this time break.